All right, guys, we are actually a little bit early before we're ready, but this thing started to come down, which the irony in it is I battled this stinking thing, and then now just sitting still, it wants to come down. I don't understand. I gotta bring this down a little bit. Oh, we can't bring it down any. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna do that. Sorry, Facebook. You kind of stuck behind this. All right, guys, just give me one moment. I just wanted to have it recording just in case this thing starts to come down. I didn't want to miss it. Yeah, so I started recording early. If you are watching this and it is not 10:45 p.m. on Wednesday, this is a live stream. I get a lot of comments, people talking about how they don't enjoy the talking. That's not good. They don't enjoy the. Whoa. Wait, that's better. There we go. You might want to fast forward till you start seeing quarters in the background coming down. That way you don't have to worry about. Listen to me talk. Well, something fell. Totally missed it. At least I got the thing recorded. You wouldn't believe the battle that this tower's already been through, and how that thing is still standing that much is amazing. I mean, seriously, a battle. Hey guys, let's see. John, Dan, Joanne, Rob. I got a pretty good video coming out. I'm excited for you all to see. I still have a ways to go, but it'll be out tomorrow. It's supposed to be out today, but unfortunately, just Josh time. Just like I said, we're going to be live at 10:20. It's 10:45, which is better than what I have historically done. All right, let me get this pulled up, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Hey, Misty. Dan, this is as real life as I know. But who knows? We could be a figment of somebody's imagination. Oh, I'm out of it. I haven't been to bed. I was trying to get Tylenol, to take Tylenol. Got a real bad headache. And I sort of stopped. ADHD kicked in. And I just realized again how bad my head's hurting. All right, so this, guys, I don't want to ruin it too much for you, but there was a video that's coming out. It's a part 1 and part 2. Literally has to be a part 1, part 2 because it's like an hour and 20 minutes long. Obviously, I'm condensing it down. It was a good video. We were playing against this one. It was a completely different setup as far as like what's in the field and the odds, but we were playing. If you look up top, there is like a bullseye looking red quarter, and then I just know this because I was playing for it. Underneath that like second layer or first layer, whatever you want to say, that's going around, that's starting to fall apart. There is a quarter underneath the little 5 gram bar. And I'm not sure where the other ones were, but it's not as big of a setup. But anyways, that one really doesn't have any merit today. That was left over from the other video. However, with that being said, there is a brown bag, suede looking bag that is on top. That is our money. That is our only money. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. There's some hundreds coming out of the tower too, but that and the live stream bags, the gold and silver bags up front, that's all we have as far as options for finances today. I think that's it. I really do think that's everything. All right, I'm pulling Facebook up so I can read your comments, and then we will get this party started. That's if there's a tower left. To me, it looks like it's like going to fall apart, which is good for me. I mean, I'll take it. There we go. Dean, hey, Vicky, Aaron. Ray, Dakota, Tiffany. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you, Stacy. Click default view and went back to normal. Sweet. All right, guys. So as promised, I said I was going to go live Wednesday. We're going to try to do Wednesdays. Hopefully, by the time next week comes, what happened there? We walked out of the casino. Positive vibes, Connecticut. Awesome. Thank you. I made the mistake today. I engaged in on a Facebook comment. Facebook comments can be harsh, man. I hardly ever I don't delete Facebook comments. I mean, obviously, if you say profanity, they're going to delete it for you. But I engaged, and man, I've been going around. Oh, I get such a kick. What is not a kick is the same conversation, which is not the viewer's fault. It's not the new person's fault. You haven't watched me before. You're super confused. You're probably thinking this is full of it. I would too. But when I try to engage and somebody gets argumentative with me, I'm like, man, all right. You weren't asking a question. You were making a statement. There's a difference. All right, so listen. The only way we can make money is off the winning live stream bag or the suede bag up top, which means that the bag has to come off. We're limited on quarters and time. 500. Essentially, I guess it never should get wrapped up too much in the buy-in, the whole buy-in. It's literally, I mean, like I said, I'm not in a casino. It's not. Although I'm playing for actual funds and losing actual funds, when it comes down to it, I'm basically just paying rent at the end of the month so I can have a channel. That's what it's turned into. I intend to change that a little bit, but right now that's pretty much what it is. I could say, all right, this is a $2 billion buy-in. We're trying to get $2 billion, $1 back. You know, I mean, you can say anything technically, but I've always had we have agreed in the past that if we say it, we're playing for it. Hey, Mike, watching from England. All right. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. This has got to be quick. Sorry, that took a little bit longer. I am super duper duper excited for this headache to go away. Yeah, I was gonna say, watch this thing not do anything. It's going to fall down just by the coin pusher going back and forth. Maybe we should just let the coin pusher go back and forth and we'll sit here and watch it. I literally thought this thing was going to fall down. I couldn't get the camera on quick enough because I'm like, man, I'm going to miss this thing falling. Oh, big second wave right here. That 1,000 or 10,000, whatever it is, it's not worth anything. Oh, it's pushing on it. It actually is doing a really good job. It is tilted. You're missing all this. That chip is sitting on top of a couple 5 chips, and it's like an angle, like a kickstand. And that might be one of the best things that could have happened to me. All right, so this is the last little bit of quarters. Oh, no. It's wanting to come out the side. I need you to stay where you're at. Stay thin. Oh, 10,000 chip. Dang on you. I guess y'all can kind of see the 10,000 chip coming off to the side. All right, well, let's go collect. Here is the problem with these towers. As long as this tower is up, we will start off with a really good amount of quarters, and then it starts to go away pretty quick. Man, I really thought that 10,000 chip had the was going to push that thing down for me. Wait a minute, maybe. Oh! Well, it's starting to come down. I mean, that's all we really have to do is get the brown bag to come off. I mean, it doesn't really necessarily matter if the tower comes down, but it's more of a spite thing at this point. I have battled this thing. I gave it all she got, Captain. So it was a day late and $1 short, but that whole thing I was talking about last week officially came through today, this morning, and
Oh, jeez. The rest of it. Oh, not the rest of it. There's still a bunch of it. I got some cool stuff getting ready to get sent out. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-O. Have you all... Oh, silver bag is down. Gold bag is not far behind. Have you all ever been so tired that when you finally go lay down, your body won't go to sleep? Now, this isn't a one-off for me. When I was trying to speed up my aging, oh my goodness gracious, and was staying up for a few days and then sleeping for a long time and all that very unhealthy stuff, I started running into an issue where I would get so tired that my body would not go to sleep. It doesn't make sense to me even saying it, but it's almost like your body goes into a survival mode or something. I don't know, it's very hard to explain. I'd be interested. I mean, it's not something I really want to brag to my doctor about. Silver bag is stuck. There we go. Silver bag. That's one small step for silver bag. One giant leap for my pocket. I'm tired, guys. I'm starting to miss corny stuff I can say out right now. Please excuse me. Come on, gold bag. Come down. What is the deal, man? Oh, what the? I am so glad that I have this thing running. I learned something, and this is probably, there's probably a lot that goes into what I'm getting ready to explain. I'm sure of it. Oh, come back. But, oh, goodness gracious. You all know, well, most of you all know, I'm too tired to explain, but the story about here. However, when I premiered the first high risk coin pusher video, I think I called it high stakes. I can't remember what name that I had for it. I knew that video was going to do amazing. I told the stories many times. I know because one time I went to Flying J's and kept recording video after video until I got to like $60 or $80 in total of that came off as a win. And I put that title and it did amazing, right? So I knew that one. To this day, the quality is awful. Nothing special. And that is coming right off the heels of when it was a nothing to do with them. It was just basically a member. Everybody pitches in their own money kind of thing. That video has done better than any video I've put out. It beat the long
time #1 video on the channel with over 3 million views back in 2007, 8. Or I mean, not 2007, 8, 2012, 2013. With will a magnet work to cheat on a coin pusher? I sound awful. I don't know how to explain what I'm playing. I keep saying the word casino, and you all know now what I was referring to when I said that. But all of that in that video is still doing the best. So I kept recording. You know, if we played for $200, it was a huge day. Well, then, as you all, well, I keep saying, as you all know, you may or may not know. I thought I had something. Came up with this name in my head and all this stuff. Well, then other channels started coming out, and they were playing for about 5 times the amount that I was playing for. So I spoke to Mike. I spoke to them about, hey, I'm willing to lay this up here, and I'm willing to also make it to where it's almost a win-win for you all if we can put more finances. So that's when the whole thing started. Oh, Sweet Bag is down plus 400, 500, hundreds. Why don't you just pay rent and you can play for whatever you want to play for? Obviously, it's not real. And Jeff and I went back and forth about it, and I just really, I think, honestly, to be completely honest, I think him and I went up and recorded a video with no money involved. I think that's how it started. And it was bad. It was bad because of me. I wasn't in it. This is early on. Just didn't think it was fun. I say all that because I constantly have been trying to compete with. There are supposedly at a couple $1 million, $10 million supposedly. So I stopped trying to compete with it. I say that because the irony of it, my top video outside of the magnet to a coin pusher is the video that I played for like $80 or $120, something like that. The first video. And like I said, the video itself went viral pretty quick. So that's the reason why, you know, the algorithm pushes that video out more because it thinks everyone loves it. But it makes me just want to go back to a simpler time. Yes, they got towers in here now. I love towers. I couldn't stop playing. But like realistic amounts of funds. If somebody had a store in the middle of nowhere and they wanted to replicate something like this, something that they could actually do that would make sense, not something that makes absolutely zero sense. I say that because I really I've thought about, you know, with this second channel idea, giving stuff like that. I don't want to experiment on this channel too much. I don't want to change. If it's not broke, don't fix it kind of thing. But I think, you know, start a second channel and focus more on that and just see how it does. Not like Flying J's where, you know, quarter in, quarter out thing, but just realistic. All right, remember I told you all it doesn't take long to run out of quarters. Unfortunately, we are already there. That gold bag still hasn't came down. I don't like that at all. A lot of the times that happens when, see if I can move this forward a little bit. That happens when let me move this back. Oh, okay. When there's something that's longer inside of the bag. Or it just could be where it's laying.
I would love for you all to watch this thing come down, because what's going to happen is they have to push the coin pusher back.
It makes no sense, but basically the coin pusher sits against the wall. In order for me to dump all the quarters in the bonus hole like I do, there's a front flap up top. And it's like a maintenance hole or something. It has to have about 12 inches of room extra to have that lid flip over. So what happens is this has to be pulled out. Now remember, this is inside of an office. Basically, behind me is a desk and more coin pushers. There's not a lot of room. So they have to, and I help with just like ever so slightly push this thing back gently when there's a tower in there they want to keep. I don't think that thing will survive that. It doesn't look promising. But again, second channel, videotape stuff like that.
Whether you want to call it behind the scenes or whatever. I really want the gold bag, but honestly, I still want to. I mean, I want something.
As of right now, we have nothing, nada. Oh, drop this.
That wasn't exactly the timing that I was wanting to do. Huh.
What the? It scared me.
All right, let me let this go forward.
I don't know if I've been. I don't know if I've been live since this happened, but you know, there's an irony in being a celebrity, like a top singer or an actor or um, a government official. You know, even though so many people, good respected people, pass away in awful ways. You know, as a celebrity, it really, I don't know. I think you all probably understand what I'm trying to get to. I've said it before. I don't have a problem with country music whatsoever. It's just not my thing, but I don't have a problem with it. And I've said this so many times. I was just more of the 70s, late 60s and 70s, and you know, into the 80s music. That was more my. Then of course the 90s, you know, my high school era. But I had no idea
with everything that's been going on, I missed it about the country singer Toby Keith. And I have an app on my phone that my dad would always send me links to it. And finally, every time I try to open it up, they would say, you need to download it. It's called Newsweek or something. So finally I downloaded it. And it's pretty unique because it, for the most part, sometimes it gets it wrong, but it gives you a lot of local news. So I enjoy it from that. But it came up and it said that Toby Keith had passed away at 62. And I'm like, what? Like I said, I had no idea that he had the that problem with the stomach. So that's sad. That really, really, really sad. And it puts it puts a lot of things in perspective. One being big F word cancer. Like, seriously, worst, most awful thing in the planet. It doesn't matter what status a person is, what annual income, how many friends, nothing. At the end of the day, we're all unfortunately going to have the same fate. And I think a common maybe misconception, or maybe it's right to a certain degree, but you think about people that have almost unlimited amount of money, that they have the money to afford to keep themselves, in all the best treatments and fly all over the world and things like it if they pursue it. So, like I said, it's a misconception, or there's some truth behind it too. However, you see something like that happens super quick and it progresses the way it has, and like I said, 26, 7 years working EMS and seeing that just too many times. It breaks your heart. I was sorry to hear that. We live in a time era with technology and I can speak to someone like right now on the other side of the planet, mere seconds delay. And you do have to wonder, like, man, there's got to be something that they can come up with. People that are so much smarter than me, people that will not stop until they figure it out. The Albert Einsteins, and I just wish they could come up with something. We did when I was in the paramedic program. We did a thing that was basically just saying, like, okay, say they would, they would find, whether it's a chip like that Neuralink or whatever it's called, that goes in and basically sends your brain sends down to kill the virus, to attack it and kill it, or it's whatever they figured out. Mother Nature's cruel, and unfortunately it will adapt and overcome, and it will find other ways to do what Mother Nature does, unfortunately. But
it's still just, I would love to know in like Bray's time that they found a way to kick it in the butt. I think I probably should stop talking. I am just talking at my butt, and I apologize.
We're getting very low in quarters. At this point, I just want to get this and this, obviously.
I don't know if we're going to have enough to even achieve that.
Oh! All right. Well, we didn't really get any quarters,
But we did get 1/5 of our money back.
jeez.
I will say one more thing, and then I'm going to finish the Debbie Downer talk. But I think for me, the first time that I realized, oh, that was a bad throw. The first time I realized that having unlimited amount of money isn't always going to be the fix was the unfortunate death of Steve Jobs. Man, that really, suffering from OCD and anxiety as well. You think about everything kind of repetitive. That's sort of the MO of it. But I was thinking, man, all the resources and as bright as he was, and all the reach and people that would want to reach out that had probably cutting edge procedures to try and stuff, and I don't know that really, I'll always look back on that moment as sort of a gut check, reality check. I guess that's why it's important to have a belief and to practice your belief and try to make each generation better than the last and make every day count. And it's so many posters and things that talk about it, but that I know, at least for me, that's a lot of times easier said than done, to make every day count like it could be my last day. I mean, it's hard. It's a hard thing to achieve, but at least the appreciation and showing love for loved ones, that's something that is not that hard to do. Unfortunately, there's no quarters that fell, guys. I'm not just sitting here running my mouth. I was hoping something would fall off. We'll give it a few seconds, but I don't even really need to say too awfully much because we got $100 back of the 500. That's it. That's all. We did win the silver bag, but we didn't win the gold bag. The gold bag is, we need both of them to count one of them for a win. Then the cherry on a sundae, the suede bag is about 1 inch away from falling off, which realistically probably looks like where the chips are laying. That's probably more like 6 inches, but it's super close. Now, the only downfall, I'm trying to get the Facebook one turned over there. The only downfall is these chips right here may impede it from going any farther, but there's 100 under there that could have got, I don't know. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. All right, so listen, let's get through the rest of this real quick. I had made mentioning. I can't talk. I've been dealing with this all day today. I mentioned that I am going to attempt a live stream a week for maybe 2 weeks in a row, which will be on Wednesdays. The idea behind it
is quality over quantity. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we go live. Make it like the cool battles that we used to have. Now, I mean, not that this one wasn't bad, but and see how that turns out. See if I can become more reliable on getting things done. I've really been putting an emphasis on trying to put more edited videos out. So I've been trying to work that out. But I need to figure out a way on Facebook where it's not so confusing, because there's really no rhyme or reason when I re-upload an old video or putting out a new video. Now, again, if you've watched the channel for a long time, and if you didn't see that video, it's cool for you to watch. But I noticed with a lot of the comments, because I'm doing that, people, whatever I'm talking about is off. What's happening? I watched one when I was previewing it before I posted it. I was talking about the election, the first election with Trump and Biden. That's how far ago it was. 4 years ago or whatever. And so it probably, well, you know what? I didn't even think about that. But I guess that would be relevant for this election cycle, the way it's looking. But I brought up politics. Didn't mean to do that. But I'm just saying, it's just interesting that some of these are really off. But yep, that's it, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it didn't turn out more entertaining. I don't know. They have to push this back because you can't even commercial. You can't go through Mike's office, and he wants to get to his desk, or maybe he doesn't want to get to his desk. I don't know, but I have a feeling that it's going to fall down as soon as we move it. At one point, the floor in here is like a tile kind of thing. They had those furniture, whatever they're called, that you put underneath it to help slide the furniture. They had one of those, and that really made it a lot easier. But I don't know what happened to them. Maybe I should invest in one to help, or maybe it was making the playing field uneven because one of them fell off. I don't know what happened, but it's not there anymore. So you get a little bit of a jerk even when you push it slowly. But I hope everyone has a wonderful evening. Let me see. I'm not going to be able to get caught up on too many. Oh, thank you, Aaron. I'd love to make $1 billion in the evening, right? Me too, man. John, to answer your question, I don't know how far ago that was, but you're absolutely right. You're absolutely the approach to say pancreatic cancer is going to be different than lung cancer, and I completely that's the I think what I'm saying, like, a way, like I think it's more to get the technology and the ability to have your body fix code, rewrite code. The same thing that Neuralink, the same idea that Elon Musk, when he gets interviewed talking about it, the same concept, but for that. So if you could get the motor figured out, then the rest of it is you just gotta build the frame around it and change it for different circumstances. So it's just I don't know. Count your blessings. I think that's what it comes down to. Count your blessings. Listen, guys, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Sorry I'm so scatterbrained, and sorry I'm so not reliable. I'm trying. Things are getting there, and I'm hoping moving to once a week live streams will make a big difference. So
We'll see. Trial and error. That's all we can do. Have a wonderful night, guys. I thank you so much for all your support. All the new people, thank you so much for being welcome to the channel, being a part of it, and for all the OGs and everyone, guys, thank you so much. I couldn't do this without you all. So I thank each and every one of you all, from my neighbors like Mike and Mike, all the way down to across the world, across the pond, even down under, all of it. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful night, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, YouTube. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. John, I need to get with you to understand your schedule a little bit more. I'll have to fill you in. Look, now this thing's going to fall. You got to be kidding me. Jeez, I'm laughing, but it's not funny. I have to fill you in on my latest situation that happened that I thankfully discovered. But so I've been dealing with that. So I'm not completely free of stress. Well, I'll never be completely free of stress, but you know what I'm saying. But I like to find out, when you're uploading more often, and I'm having a problem getting to text messages now. For some reason, like my phone shows that I got like 62 text messages waiting to be read. I don't even know where most of them are at. So it doesn't show up anymore having new text messages. So that's the one place you could get me. And then I'm getting bad on that. I think I might be better on email than I am text messages anymore. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. The video out tomorrow, which will be the actual full version, part 1 of this. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Dan. Good night, Misty. Good night, Barbara. No, Barbara, it's actually not a repeat, but I guess if you want to watch it, from the beginning,